Hey guys, Rhinator41 here, and today I am back with another Minecraft Steven Universe tutorial video. And as you can tell by the title, today's tutorial is going to be on the Crystal Gem flag. And yeah, it is a very big build. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Let me go ahead and... I forgot to open the blueprint in advance. Alright, here we go. Okay, so obviously the first thing we're going to need to do... Well, let's go ahead. The blocks you're going to need for this build are pink concrete, pink wool, pink terracotta, magenta terracotta, pink concrete powder, and barrier blocks or string, depending on which you prefer. So yeah, let's see. Step 1, go ahead and take out your pink concrete, and like this sign here says, we're going to build up 115 blocks. So... I'm not going to count, I'm just going to go up 115. Because what I did, I placed barrier blocks up there. So, I mean, plus since I'm at ground level on this world is 143, so I need to, or sorry, it's 43, so I need to get up to 158. Okay, now that I'm here, what we need to do is take our pink wool and make a little plus like that. And then bring it up 3. Or so that it's 3 tall total. And then go ahead and put one right there too. So that's what we got there. Then what we do, go ahead and take out your pink terracotta. Skip this block. And then place one right there. Next up, what we're going to do is go down 37. Or rather, skip 37 blocks so that it's a total of 39 long. And then go ahead and place another one right there. So basically what we should have is this, and then 37 empty blocks, and then this one up top. So it's 39 blocks total, but it's 37 in the middle. Okay? So next what we're going to do is go down to the bottom here. And obviously this is going to be the baseline for the bottom part of our flag. So go ahead and take out your magenta terracotta and do 2 right there. And then we're going to do 35 pink concrete powder. Which, yeah, there we go. So, and then that should give us room to do 2 purple, or magenta rather, right there. And then let's go ahead and go back down to the bottom here. Take out your barrier. Place one down here so that we can do a pink concrete powder right there. And then a magenta. And then 35 pink concrete powder, which I'll actually count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then magenta terracotta and pink concrete powder. Okay, next layer. This is where we're going to start getting more interesting. So, come over one like this to the left, and then go ahead and do your pink concrete powder, 2 magenta terracotta, and then take out your pink concrete, and we're gonna do, let's see how many, if I can actually, we're gonna do 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then go ahead and take out your pink wool, and we're gonna do 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then 9 pink wool, or pink concrete, I mean. I wasn't counting. That's 9. And then 2 magenta and 1 concrete powder. Let me double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Anyway, next up, we're going to do almost the same thing. We're going to start at the bottom again. Whoa, what the... Sorry, I thought I started flying, but I started gliding instead. It's just falling with style. Go ahead and put a barrier right there. 2 pink concrete. 1 magenta. And then 10 pink concrete. So basically just bring it upwards 1. And then your pink wool... And again, we're going to bring it in 1, so then we can do our pink concrete up to here, 1 magenta, 2 concrete powder. Okay, next up, barrier, 2 concrete powder, 2 magenta terracotta, and then the pink wool and pink concrete are the same. Okay, and then we still gotta do 2 magenta and 2 concrete powder right there. Okay, this next layer is almost identical. We still gotta do barrier, 2 powder, 2 terracotta. The pink concrete's gonna go upwards an extra 1. So the pink wool goes inwards 1 like that. And then the concrete still goes up here, 2 terracotta, 2 powder. Okay, next up, take out your barrier, 1 at the bottom. Take out your powder, do 1 there, 4 magenta terracotta, and then we're gonna go in another one with the concrete, like that. So then the pink wool is gonna be 1 smaller, and then bring this all the way up, 4 magenta terracotta, and 1 concrete powder. Okay, let's go back down here. Barrier. 2 pink concrete powder, and then 2 pink concrete, 1 magenta terracotta, and this pink concrete's going to be the same length as usual, or as last time I should say. Yeah, and then magenta right there, 2 pink, and 2 powder. Okay. And that's supposed to represent the, whatchamacallit, the, like, thorns on the flag, which you'll be able to see better when it's actually completed. Go ahead and do same thing, barrier, and then 2 concrete powder, 2 concrete, 2 terracotta, and then we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go inwards 1 with the concrete here, like this. And then up here, and then of course we need to do 2, then 2, oops, then 2. Alright, next layer we're actually going to move over 1 here, like that. So then we can do 2 concrete powder, then 3 concrete, 1 terracotta. We're gonna move inwards 1 with the concrete like this, and then I think it's, yeah, it's 5. And then of course same here, magenta right there, and then 3 and 2. Yeah, I'm sure you can tell it's gonna be fully symmetrical, top and bottom wise, which is why I usually kind of don't really explain the top half, is because it's exactly the same as the bottom half, just reflected. But yeah, anyway, move on to the next layer here. So go ahead and take out your barrier, 1 here, then 2 powder, 3 concrete, 2 terracotta, and then we're going to do the same amount of concrete here, and wool of course. Do this, we're going to do 2 terracotta, 3 concrete, 2 powder. Okay, next layer, let's hop down here. Barrier, then 2 powder, 4 concrete, 1 terracotta, and we're going to bring this in 1. So then we have 3 wool, and then keep going like this. Do 1 terracotta, your wool up, or your concrete, and then your concrete powder. Okay, next up, go ahead and come down here. Same thing, of course, with the barrier, then 2 concrete powder, then 4 concrete, 4 terracotta, and then bring this all the way up. We're going to bring it in another one, so it should just be 1 pink wool. And then bring this up here. And we're going to want to do 4 terracotta, 4 concrete, 2 concrete powder. Okay, next layer. We're going to do barrier, 2 concrete powder, whoops, just 2. And then concrete, we're going to go inwards 1, so then we do 2 magenta. And then bring this up. We still have 1 wool. Bring your concrete up. 2 magenta. Bring your concrete up. 2 powder. Next layer. It's exactly the same, except for we don't have any pink wool anymore. So, concrete, 2 terracotta. Bring your concrete all the way up. And then 2 terracotta. Concrete. And 2 powder. Okay, so there's that. Next layer, almost identical. This one we're going to kind of use the previous layer for a reference. So first of all, do this. We're going to have 1 terracotta on the top half, of course. Concrete up to here, but we are going to have 1 pink wool right there, and that's what I meant by using it as a reference. So then we can come up here, terracotta, concrete, powder. Okay, next layer after that. It's almost, oh geez, that's not what I meant to do. It's almost the same, except we're going to expand the terracotta. So this becomes 2. The rest is the same, including the wool. Bring this up. 2 terracotta, concrete, and powder. Okay, next up. Let me make sure I'm doing... Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do barrier, 2 powder, concrete up to here, and then 1 terracotta on the top half, of course. We're going to go ahead and expand this wool out, so now it's 3. And then your pink concrete up to here. 1 terracotta, bunch of concrete, and 2 powder. Okay, next up. Barrier, 2 powder, concrete up to here, 2 terracotta, concrete up to here, but we're going to make this 5, and then 2 terracotta, expand your pink again, and then pink concrete powder, like that. Okay, next layer is almost the same, except we're going to change the terracotta. That's the only thing that's different. So we're going to do, excuse me, this, oh sorry, it's magenta on the top half. And then the rest is the same, still 5 wool. Do this, magenta terracotta, bring this up. And then pink concrete powder. Okay, next up, barrier, 2 concrete powder, bring this all the way up, do 2 terracotta, bring this up, oops, and we actually are going to expand the wool by 1, bring this up, 2 terracotta, bring this up, 2 powder. Okay, next layer is the same, except we're going to expand the wool again. So, barrier, 2 powder, bring this up. We're still going to have 2 terracotta. Yeah, so we have 2 layers of 2 terracotta. And then, got pink concrete, expand the wool, like I said. Pink concrete, 2 wool, bring this up. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, next up, barrier, 2 pink concrete. I think, yeah, most of this layer is the same, except for the terracotta is now going to be 4. So right here we do 4, and then the wool is the same. Concrete, Oh, sorry, 4 terracotta. My bad. And then concrete and powder. Okay. Next layer. Let me make sure. Yeah. So next layer, we still do barrier, two powder. Bring this all the way up to here, and then do 1 terracotta, 1 pink concrete, then expand the wool by 1 pink concrete, 1 terracotta, and then pink concrete up to the powder, like that. Okay, and this is where things are going to start to get a little more interesting. So, barrier, 2 powder still. Go ahead and bring this up to the terracotta, and then do 2. And then do, let's see, that looks like 4. Let me double check it real quick. It's actually 5. So go ahead and do 5 wool. Right? Yeah, 5 wool. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then go ahead and take out your pink terracotta and bring it all the way up to here, and then put 1 terracotta, or magenta terracotta, I should say. And then go ahead and bring your pink concrete up to the powder, like so. Okay. Next layer, we're going to bring it inwards 1, like that. So then we can go ahead and do 2 powder, and then bring your pink concrete up to there and do your magenta terracotta. And then we're going to do 2 pink wool. And then, let's see. We're going to bring up our pink terracotta until it's 1 higher than the magenta terracotta. And then the rest is pink concrete and pink concrete powder. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop down here. Barrier, 2 powder. Our pink, we can actually, yeah, bring this up to 1 below that. Oh, I don't know why I said it like that. 1 below the magenta, and then put a wool right there. And then 2 magenta terracotta, and then 2 pink terracotta, 1 pink concrete, and then we're gonna bring this so that it's 1 higher than it was last layer, and then the rest is the same as usual. Okay. Next up, let's go ahead and drop down. Go ahead and do barrier, 2 powder. We're going to expand the wool that we placed last layer. So 2, and then go ahead and take out your pink terracotta, and we're going to do 3, then 2 pink concrete, and then we're going to bring this so that it's 1 below where it was last layer, so right there, and then the rest is the same as usual, like so. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and come back to the bottom here. Put a barrier, and then 2 concrete powder. Go ahead and bring your concrete up to the bottom of where we had the wool last time. Put it right there. Then go ahead and do 3 pink terracotta. That's, yeah, there we go, 3. Then 6 pink concrete. Then take your pink terracotta, bring it up to be 1 below where we had it last time, and put a wool there. And then go ahead and take your pink concrete all the way up to the top like we've been doing. Okay, next up, things are going to start getting a little bit weird. Go ahead and do a barrier, 2 pink concrete powder, 1 pink wool, and then, okay, actually what we're going to do is just come up here, put a pink wool below where we usually put it, or where we put it last time, I should say, and then a pink terracotta right there, fill in the rest with pink concrete. Come up here, take your pink terracotta, we're going to do 4 up to there. Take this, we're going to do 8, which, so what we did last layer, plus 2, basically. go ahead and take your pink terracotta up to where the wool is, like on layer with it, and then a pink wool above it, and then pink concrete up to here so that we can put a pink wool up at the top, and then our 2 concrete powder. Okay, next up, we're going to go ahead and come to the right one, and then do our 2 pink concrete powder as usual, 2 pink wool, let's see, yeah, then 4 pink concrete, take out our pink terracotta, and we're going to basically bring it down 1 from where we had it last time, and then we're going to do 4 pink concrete, 3 pink concrete powder, 3 pink concrete, 4 pink terracotta, pink wool, sorry, 2 pink wool actually, and then 5 pink concrete, and 2 pink wool, and 2 pink concrete powder. Okay, next up, let's drop back down, take out our barrier, put 1 there, 2 pink concrete powder. That's just kind of the norm at this point. Go ahead and do 2 pink wool, 4 pink concrete, and then let me double check what we're doing here. Yeah, go ahead and bring the pink terracotta up to the same level as it was last time, and then do 2 pink concrete, and then 7 pink concrete powder, 2 pink concrete, 4 pink terracotta, 1 pink wool, and then bring this up to the pink wool from before, and 2 pink concrete powder. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Oof, sorry about that. Oh, actually, next layer, we're gonna bring it to the right again, so that's fun. Go ahead and take your concrete powder, do 2. Let's see, go ahead and do 3 pink wool. 1, 2, 3. 3 pink concrete. The same, or no, actually we're gonna bring the pink terracotta down 1, and then do 2 pink concrete, 1 pink wool, the same amount of powder, a pink wool, 2 pink concrete, and then 3 pink terracotta, 2 pink wool, 3 pink concrete, 2 pink wool, oh no, sorry, 3 pink wool, and then 2 concrete powder. Alrighty, so for the next layer, hop down here, barrier, 2 pink concrete, go ahead and do 4 pink wool, then 1 concrete, 1 wool, go ahead and do the same number of pink terracotta, and then 2 concrete, 2 wool, 5 powder, so it goes inwards 1, 2 pink wool, 2 pink concrete is what I was trying to do, 3 terracotta, and then 3 wool, 1 concrete, 4 wool, and 2 powder. Okay, next up, let's drop down. Barrier, 2 powder, as usual. Same amount of wool. 1 concrete, 1 wool. And then, let's see, we're actually going to bring the terracotta down 1. So then we can do 2 pink concrete. And then 3 pink wool. We're going to do pink concrete where we did powder last time. And then 2 wool, 2 concrete, 3 terracotta, and then the rest is the same as last layer. Oh, okay, if I could place them correctly, that would be nice. So wool and then powder. Okay, let's see. Next layer, pretty similar, but not quite the same. So barrier, Oh my. The pick block is not as sensitive as I was expecting it to be. Anyway, let's see. Go ahead and just carry your wool all the way up through the rest of the wool. Take your terracotta. I think it's the same, right? Yep. Yeah, your pink terracotta is the same. 2 pink concrete. 3 pink wool. No, actually we're going to do 4 pink wool. Then 3... Oh my gosh. 3 concrete. 4 wool. Wait, what? Were we supposed to do... Something's not right here, guys. Oh, my bad. We were supposed to do 3 wool, and then 2 concrete, 3 terracotta, and 2 wool. Sorry, that was my bad. But anyway, back to this layer. We're still doing 4 wool, and then 2 concrete, 3 terracotta, and then wool all the way up to the powder. Let's see. Next layer, hop down. We do barrier, 2 powder, 4 wool, concrete, then 1 wool. Oh, actually, we're going to expand it to be 2 wool, so that we can do 3 terracotta, 2 concrete, 4 wool, 3 concrete, 4 wool, 3 concrete, and then 2 terracotta, 2 wool, 1 concrete, and then wool all the way up to the powder. Oh geez. Boop. I caught it with a barrier, but oh well. I knew it wouldn't break it, I just still wanted to do it. Anyway, let's go up here. Oh, we're actually going to go ahead and move over 1 for the next layer. Do 2 concrete powder, and then 4 wool, 1 concrete, 2 wool, 4 terracotta, 2 concrete, and then 3 wool. Oh, wait. Sorry, 4 wool, 1 concrete, 4 wool, then 4 concrete, 2 terracotta, 2 wool, 1 concrete, 4 wool, 2 concrete. Okay, next layer, drop back down, go ahead and do barrier, 2 powder, 3 wool, 3 concrete, 1 wool, 4 terracotta, 2 concrete, and then your wool is going to go all the way through up to here. Take your concrete, go ahead and do 4, and then 2 terracotta, 1 wool, 3 concrete, 3 wool, 2 powder. Okay, next up, let's drop down. Go ahead and do barrier, 2 powder, 2 wool, 5 concrete, 1 wool, 4 terracotta, 2 concrete. Let me double check. Yeah, 2 concrete, and then we're gonna bring the wool inwards 1, like that. 2 concrete, 1 terracotta, 1 concrete, 2 terracotta, 1 wool, 5 concrete, 2 wool, 2 powder. Okay, next up, let's drop down. Do barrier, 2 powder, 2 wool, 5 concrete, 1 wool, 2 terracotta, and then we're gonna do I believe, 6 concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 pink wool. 3 concrete. Take out your terracotta and bring it up to where it ended last layer. 1 wool. 5 concrete. 2 wool. 2 powder. Okay, next up, let's drop down. Do a barrier, 2 powder, 1 wool, 7 concrete, and then we're actually going to do a wool on top of that too, and then 2 terracotta. Let's see, we're going to bring our concrete up to be 1 below where it was last time, so down there, and then our terracotta is going to go up to where it ended last layer, up to there. Then go ahead and bring your concrete all the way up to the top, and then 1 pink wool, 2 pink concrete powder. Okay, next up, drop all the way down, do a barrier. Oh, jeez. 2 pink concrete powder. Pink concrete, go ahead and bring it all the way up to where the wool was last layer. Yeah, and then go ahead and put a pink wool on top. Take your terracotta, do 3. Next layer, we're going to bring this so that it's 2 below where it was last time. So right here, it should be just level with the pink wool right there. And then go ahead and take out your pink terracotta, and we're going to bring it up to be 1 below where it ended last layer. Right there. And then we can actually just go ahead and do pink concrete all the way up to here, and then 2 concrete powder. There we go. So next layer, let's drop down, do our barrier, 2 powder, do our concrete up to here, up to where the wool was last layer, and then do 2 wool. Take your terracotta all the way up to where it was last layer. Okay, and then the rest is concrete and concrete powder, as per usual. Okay, and we're more than halfway. I'm sure you could probably tell. Halfway was right here. Yeah, this is what we got so far. Let's go ahead and we can finish this up pretty quick, I think. The next layer, excuse me, put a barrier there, 2 pink concrete. Take out your pink concrete and bring it up to where the wool was last layer, but up 1 so that we can put the pink wool on the top half. And then go ahead and do 2 magenta terracotta. And then take out your pink terracotta, and we're going to bring it so that it is 1 below where it was last layer. So right there. And then the rest is pink concrete and pink concrete powder, as we've done for the past several layers. Next up, drop down here, barrier, 2 concrete powder. Go ahead and bring this up to the magenta, and then put 1 right there, and then do 4 pink wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your terracotta back out, and we're going to bring it so that it's 1 below where it was last layer. Yeah, and then go ahead and do pink concrete up to here and 2 concrete powder. Next up, barrier, 2 concrete powder. Take your concrete, bring it up to 1 below where this was so that we can do 2, because we're going to be taking this one downwards now. Take your pink wool, go ahead and do 5 of it. 5, and then 4 pink terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? That's not right, my bad. It was actually 6 wool and then 5 terracotta, so that we could take our magenta terracotta and do 2 right there, and then the rest is pink concrete and pink concrete powder, just like usual. Next up, let's drop down, barrier, 2 concrete powder. Go ahead and bring this up to the magenta and do 1 right there, 1 pink concrete, 5 pink wool. Yeah, so it should be 1 below where it was last time, and then we can do 4 right there, and then 2 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, and 1 magenta terracotta, and then the rest is pink concrete and pink concrete powder. Okay, next up, go ahead and take out your barrier and bring it over 1, to the left, that is. 2 concrete powder. We're going to go ahead and bring this up, but we're going to expand the magenta so that it is 4, with the top of the 4 being what we just placed last time. Go ahead and do 2 pink concrete, and then pink wool all the way up so that it is 1 below where we placed it last time. 2 pink concrete, 4 magenta terracotta, and then the rest pink concrete and pink concrete powder. Okay, next layer. It's almost identical, except for the fact that the magenta terracottas are now going to be 2, which are in the middle. And then do that. This part's pink wool. 3, 2, and then the rest. Not counting the pink concrete powder, of course. Okay, so again, next layer is almost identical, except we're going to be shrinking the wool. So, barrier, 2 concrete powder, bring this up, 2 terracotta, bring this up, but we're going to shrink this wool by 1, and then we're going to do our pink concrete, 2 terracotta, pink concrete, and then pink concrete powder. Okay, next up we're going to be shrinking the magenta and the, what was I going to say? The magenta and the wool are both going to be shrinking. So, magenta, put it right there on the bottom half. Bring this up to the wool, which is going to be shrinking again. No, yeah, that's right. Do this. Magenta on the top half. And then pink wool. Pink concrete and then pink concrete powder. Next up, we're going to be expanding the terracotta. So, barrier, 2 concrete powder, pink concrete up to here, where we're going to go ahead and do 2 terracotta. Bring this up. The wool's the same. Bring this up. Expand the terracotta. Bring this up. Pink concrete powder. Okay, next up we're going to be shrinking the wool and the terracotta. So go ahead and do barrier, powder, concrete, 1 terracotta, bring the concrete up, 3 wool, bring the concrete up, shrink the terracotta, bring the concrete up, 2 powder. Okay, next up let's drop down. Go ahead and do barrier. Oh, sorry, actually we're going to go ahead and move the barrier to the left one. And then it looks like, so we're going to be expanding the terracotta and shrinking the wool. So do 2 powder, bring the concrete up to the terracotta and then do 2. Bring it up to the wool and do 1. And then bring it up to the terracotta, do 2. Bring it up to the powder and do 2 right there. Okay, so then next up we're going to be shrinking the terracotta. So go ahead and do 2, bring it up to the terracotta and then 1, bring it up to the wool and do 1, bring it up to the terracotta, do 1 on the top half, and bring it up to the powder and do 2 right there. Okay, next up, the wool is going to be gone. So go ahead and do barrier, 2 powder. We're going to expand this again. So 2 right there. And the pink concrete, just bring it all the way up. And then do 2 right there. And then pink concrete and 2 concrete powder. Next layer, it's pretty much identical, except we're going to be adding a wool back. So go ahead and do exactly the same thing we did last time. So yeah, still 2. Bring this all the way up, but we need to figure out where the wool is going to go, so we can just look at the other layer that had wool. Bring this up, still 2, and then bring this up, and 2 powder. Okay, next up, let's drop down. We're going to expand the terracotta out. So 2 powder, bring this up. Terracotta is now 4, like that. And then the wool is still 1. And then of course we're still going to expand this out. Okay, oop. And then 2 powder. Okay, next up we're going to be moving over 1 to the left, like so. Do 2 powder. And then, so 1 terracotta at the bottom of where that is. Your pink concrete, we're going to bring it all the way up, but we're going to expand this out so that it's 3. Bring this up so that it's 1. And then concrete like so, and put our powder on top. Okay, next up, a barrier here. 2 powder. 3 concrete. 2 terracotta. Bring the concrete up. We're going to expand out the wool again. So goes out an extra 1, should be 5. And then do this. And we're going to expand the terracotta. And then the pink concrete and pink concrete powder. Okay, next up, we do almost the same thing, except we change the terracotta so that it's 1. So barrier, 2 powder, your concrete, and then 1 terracotta. The wool is going to be the same this layer. And then go back up and do the terracotta and concrete and powder. Okay, next up we're going to be moving to the left again, like so. So then we're going to do 2 powder, 2 concrete, 2 terracotta, and then we're going to be expanding the wool out. Alright, like so. Right, and then go ahead and take out your pink concrete, bring it up to here, and then we can do 2, 2, 2. Okay, next up, we're going to be expanding the wool and retracting the terracotta. So 1 barrier, 2 powder, 2 concrete, 1 terracotta, and then bring your concrete up to the wool, which is going to be expanding 1. There we go. Pink concrete, bring it up 1 so the terracotta's on the top half, and then do 2 and 2. Okay, next up, go ahead and drop down. We're going to do barrier, 1 concrete powder, and then 4 magenta terracotta. And then we're going to be keeping the wool the same size. So come up here, that stays the same. Concrete, and go ahead and do 4 going up, and 1 concrete powder. Next up, we're going to be moving to the left again. Right? Yeah, it's 3, 3, and then... yeah, anyway. So, move to the left again. Go ahead and put barrier right there. We can go back to 2 concrete powder, 2 terracotta. Is the wool expanding? Yes, it is. So, we're go ahead and bring it up to the wool, but we're going to expand it again. Like so. Take the concrete, bring it up, and then go ahead and do, yeah, these 2. Oh no, my bad. The 2 in the middle. And then 2 concrete powder, so it should look like that. Okay, next layer. Almost identical, except for the wool expands. So barrier, 2, 2, bring this up to the wool, which is going to be expanding. And then concrete, that's the same, that's the same. Next up, we're going to be moving to the left. So go ahead and do this. 2 powder, 1 terracotta. The wool is going to be staying the same. So go ahead and bring it up to here. Do that. Pink concrete. And then 1 terracotta, 2 powder. Next up, we're going to be moving to the left again. So over there, go ahead and do 1 powder, 2 terracotta. The wool is going to be expanding again as well. So concrete up to here. And then wool, expand it out on both sides. Pink concrete, 2 terracotta, 1 powder. Next up, we're going to be moving left again, like that. Go ahead and do 1 powder, 1 terracotta, and then it's all powder. Right, and then we're going to put another terracotta on the top half. And then finally, we're going to go down to the bottom, go to the left again, but we don't need the barrier. We're just going to do 2 magenta terracotta, and then bring the powder all the way up, and then do 2 more magenta up at the top. And then we are done. So yeah, that is the crystal gem flag, which looks better from a distance. We can actually look at it from the red eye. There we go, look at that. So yeah, that's the crystal gem flag. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. Sorry if you noticed there was a cut in the middle. I was building, then I realized I was off by like 1 block around this area. And then I was like, well, okay, that sucks. Guess I'm gonna have to edit that out. But yeah, so let's go ahead and put the sign down. And I'm sure, as you guys noticed lately, like I said in my update video, I've been posting more like different gameplay, like mainly Terraria and then like the Portal 2 stuff. But yeah, so of course I'm going to be working on the uncorrupted gems. Those will be out sometime soon. I'm going to try and release them somewhat regularly. But yeah, I forgot to check what 140. Okay. But yeah, I just figured I'd get this one out real quick because I had it done already. I already forgot what it was called. Crystal. Nope, not Crystal Temple. We've already done that. Gem flag. Crystal Gem Fortnights. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, that's the Crystal Gem flag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.